So much great football over the last couple of weekends, but we finally have the two teams that are going to be in the NFL Super Bowl. Looking forward to it, of course, here at SoFi Stadium. To break it all down, the matchup between, of course, the Rams and the Bengals. Nightcast Media, my man Nick Hamilton, make sure you check him out. Follow him on Instagram. He joins me now. Thank you, brother, for being here. Let's talk about you were there. You were at the game. What did it feel like to feel that atmosphere for a team that has played a home game to turn around and try to play a home game again in the Super Bowl?
Well, you know, the atmosphere was absolutely electric. I think it was a lot better than what we saw in Week 18, where Niner fans were just completely deep out here in these football streets, and they took over SoFi. Now it was mainly like 60-40 Niner fans, which was great for the Rams fans because Rams fans got an opportunity to really cheer on their team, really be involved, really be engaging when it comes to just being a part of their team and being there and showing the Niner fans, hey, look, we do exist.
Right, and you know what, man, the Niners fans had a right to feel confident going into it. They had won 6 games in a row against the Rams, so you could obviously see why they felt, excited about their chances. I want to talk about really the pressure that was on the players, specifically the Rams. You're talking about Odell Beckham Jr., Matthew Stafford, right, the new shiny quarterback, if you will, and Von Miller, a former Super Bowl MVP. These guys came in and they were like, hey, man, lead us to the promised land, and they were able to do that.
Absolutely, and ironically, yesterday was the anniversary of the trade happening between Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford.
Great point.
So the fact that Matthew Stafford came in, he told us yesterday during postgame, hey, look, I was excited. I knew it was going to be a change for my wife, my family, but I knew this was the place I wanted to be. And even when we talked to Von Miller, we talked to OBJ, and he said, look, man, it's a great culture here. You got guys like from head coach Sean McVay to you have, Matthew Stafford, you have Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp. These guys, Aaron Donald, these guys have really come in and really established a culture, and that's something that really attracted Von Miller to come to Los Angeles, and then also OBJ to come to Los Angeles as well.
How do you stay focused, right? And we're going to get to the Bengals here in just a moment because the same question will apply to them, but especially for the Rams because it's in L.A., all your family's here, and if they're not, they will be, right? They're coming in. Pookie and Ray Ray are sending off texts and emails. Hey, I'll be in town. Can I get some tickets? I want to come to the show. Maybe you got girlfriends, her friends would come. Like all of that. How do they stay focused? How do they, look at this as this is not just a normal regular season game, right? And even the opposite of it with all the media day. You and I are going to be there. It's going to be crazy. How do they stay focused, stay the course, and say we got one more game to get this thing done?
Well, in the words of the late, great Kobe Bryant, job's not finished. Job's not done. And they know that. I mean, they live off, they thrive, especially OBJ and Von Miller, they thrive off that Mamba mentality. And that's what you saw all season long, the resilience, especially during these postseason games. You saw the resilience. You saw the atmosphere. You saw the togetherness. I mean, the Rams on offense, defense, and special teams came together like socks and shoes. Yeah. And it was just that simple. And they were able to execute, whether through the mistakes, learn from those mistakes, be able to execute, get the victories, and move forward. Now, here we are.
You mentioned that. You got to work through adversity, right? Playoff games are never just always simple. We saw that this entire, last few weeks in the NFL. I mean, get great game after great game after great game, close game after close game. We got less than a minute here, Nick. I want to ask you about the opponent. It's the Bengals, a team that the last couple of weeks, they've gone in and played and beat some great teams. And y'all, they're playing good, but they're the Bengals. They're the old Bengals. As a Lions fan, I know all about being the dismissed team. Joe Burrow doesn't think he's just some regular quarterback, second-year quarterback. He thinks he is the best quarterback. He performs, his team believes in him, and they go out there and execute, and the defense is solid enough. This is a formidable matchup.
No, this is going to be a great matchup. I mean, Joe Hio, as we like to call him now.
Right.
You look at, Jamar Chase. Everybody had a lot of criticism about Jamar Chase, but how you like me now is what Jamar Chase is saying, because now Jamar Chase in his first year is going to the Super Bowl, and he was a major contributor to that. So you're going to have to be able to contain Jamar Chase. You're going to have to look at that running game, but
Joe
also
Mixon, yeah.
For the Rams, here's the plus minus. The plus part about the Rams is that offensive line is shakier than a California earthquake when it comes to the Cincinnati Bengals. So if you're the D-line and you'll be able to be on that interior, you'll be able to punch through and get to Joe Burrow.
All right, well, we're hoping there'll be a good game, right? That's what we all want. And then eventually the Rams will get it win at the end. That's what we're hoping for. That'd be a perfect case scenario. Either that or a flat-out just blowout. Dominate them all day so we can laugh, have fun, enjoy the halftime show. Quickly, man, 5 seconds. Who are you looking for the most halftime show?
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Surprise guest is what you're telling me. You heard it first. Nick Hamilton, Nightcast Media. Make sure you check him out. Follow him on Instagram as well. Appreciate you being here, man. It's going to be a good one.
Thank you for having me, bro.